Am I the a-hole for outing my cousin to our conservative family after he shared my deepest secret without my consent? I, 29 male, am an openly gay man. I used to be close to a cousin, 31 male. We had a falling out a few years ago because he kept cheating on his relationships. I tried telling him to be faithful many times, but he never changed. I reached my breaking point around 2023 when he got infected with an STI, and I gave him an ultimatum to tell his boyfriend at the time so he could get tested too. This caused a huge fight between us where we exchanged hurtful words, and the final nail in the coffin was that I ended up telling his BF at the time since he didn't. Recently I found out that he told people what I shared with him in the past, something that very few people knew. An older cousin who used to babysit me when I was around 5 to 6 years old repeatedly molested me. While I was fine growing up, I started suffering from severe depression, self-harm and suicidal ideation during my teenage years. I was struggling with my sexuality while also navigating the memory of that childhood trauma, so it was really hard for me. I really couldn't tell anyone at the time either, since I was afraid that people would think I wanted it because I was gay. I know it's stupid and I don't think this way anymore. I managed to get back on my feet during COVID. My mental health improved significantly during quarantine, something that failed even through therapy in previous years. Over the next few years, I managed to share this experience with people I trust. Unfortunately, I shared it with this cousin. Last year, my molester died from a motorcycle accident. Funnily enough, I didn't really feel anything when I heard the news. I wasn't sad, angry, or happy. I don't know, I just didn't care. Sometimes it's kind of a very weird feeling, to be honest. For something that had so intensely affected me for a long time to become something I no longer care about felt like a weird shift. Anyways, it was his first death anniversary a few days ago, and so people in the family group chat on Messenger are paying him respects. My cousin thought it was a good idea to share my story in the group chat. Maybe if he had stopped right there, I would have let it go, but he called me choosy and Marte. I don't know of a good translation, but he was essentially calling me dramatic, and even insinuated that I must have liked it since I'm gay. Honestly, this wasn't the first time he said something malicious about me. When I dropped him in 2023, I was very close to my sibling, so I had a place to fall back on. On the other hand, other than me, the only people he was close to were my siblings, so I kind of understood that he had to make up a lie to kind of gain social standing with our relatives. Anyways, I wasn't in the family group chat, so I didn't know this was happening. I used to be part of it, but I left around 2019 because the group chat is filled with toxic family drama, and my relatives would sometimes drop passive-aggressive and homophobic comments. Not really the best place to be when I'm not mentally and emotionally well. I only found out because my younger sister sent me screenshots of the exchange. She always does this whenever he sends something about me in the family group chat. Needless to say, I went ballistic. I asked my sister to add me to the group chat. I tagged this cousin, and basically sent this to the group chat. Rough translation. Damn you, you animal. You want to air out dirty secrets? How about you tell them that you're gay too? How about you tell them we had a falling out because you keep cheating on your boyfriend since you can't be satisfied with just one member? How about you tell your parents that when they're not home, you bring different men into your house? You've even had threesomes there, right? And to insinuate that I like that experience? Fuck you. Here's another strong fuck you. You of all people should know what I've been through.